So, I don't know if you guys heard that last time that Shebeshkt, his charges have been added. They added like 11 more charges on top of his firearm charges that he was already facing. I think one also attempted murder. It's a lot, but they added another 10. I thought it was very interesting. Today there was a thingy that was posted out pleading for him, basically pertaining thingy and whatnots and everything that happened. So I wanted to talk about this particular subject, but also there was a time when I spoke about guarding your gift. Guard it. You guard it with your life, because the moment you start to you go offline, there might not be any comeback. There might be no comeback from that. That's what I want to talk about on this particular video, even though this is not a church story. On an idea of human experience, this is crucial, not just for people who are in church, but it's crucial for those ones that are not related to church, really want to think about your life on the daily. It's the reality show with daily Christian commentary videos. Other episodes down to the bit down in the pinned comments. And so there was this pleading thingy that was posted. Tanzania News actually posted it out, and it says that please give Shebeshkt a last chance, pleads Khumalo. Shebe's attorney, Michael Khumalo, has pleaded with the judge at the Polokwane High Court to give client one more chance. Got a lot of chances. When it comes to the law, guys, even when it's against you, must be right. So it's right when it's for you, and it's right when it's against you. Because at the end of the day, if it starts tipping tails, there's someone on the receiving end. While you get forgiveness, there's someone at the receiving end of that who you didn't give forgiveness. That's the thing, you see. So justice does not, it cannot tip so that it favors you. Well, the moment it does that, should you get hurt, should we give that other person, give them a last chance? They almost shot you dead. They almost shot you because they wanted to prove that they were gangster. But hey, let's just give them another chance to do it. There have been people who were given. I was watching this other case. This girl got released from thingy. The police had tied her to gang activity, and they released her. Another chance. They only gave her 6 months in jail. She came out in less than 1 month. She was involved in another murder. In 1 month. So giving it, they're not learning. You don't learn. You go into a thingy and then you come out and still don't learn. It creates a problem, because now people are suffering at the cost of you getting another chance. The statement goes on. Khumalo pleaded with the judge, so that he can get bail, and on the musician, particularly on Wednesday and so forth. Khumalo is vying on the release of bail before the beginning of the trial, while he faces 20 charges ranging from attempted murder to malicious damage to property, assault, possession of an unlicensed, that alone, possession of an unlicensed, that alone would seal your fate. Goes on to say, Khumalo said that he is promising that Shebe will obey the law if he is released on bail. Promising? He is promising. He's promising obedience of the other person. I know there's advocating, but promise that someone else, I come to and I promise that someone else, if you can hear the humming sound, I don't know what it is. I started recording, it started again. On the first video which I did, it was there. And I don't even know what it is, because the lights are back. So if you are hearing the humming sound, don't mind it. So excuse, he's promising that if he's ready. Said the attorney further highlighted that Rato Hitmaker is running out of funds as he has been inactive in his EC. Yeah. He's running out of money. So release him so that he can go make the money and then do the lawsuit when he's outside making the money and so forth. You see, so we have all this privilege when we're outside to be able to do all these things. Now, I saw a list of some of these charges, of course, and yeah, it's a very lengthy one. You can see it here. Unlawful possession of ammunition. You know, you can be charged. You can have a gun that has ammunition inside, and have a charge, particularly with ammunition. Gun laws are serious. Unlawful possession of ammunition. Okay. Negligent discharge of a firearm. Okay. And then the other one here is firing into a crowd or into a, that alone will send you away. That alone will send you away, because when they do competence of a firearm, there is a rule they will nail you on that alone. There is a rule that you are responsible. After you fire, you are responsible for where that bullet goes. There's a rule in competence. So they say that's why you see when a person is handling a gun, they will tell you always the barrel must always be pointed to a place where there's no one, right? And all that, you know, you see when you see people doing this, I get very nervous. When you see people doing all those waving guns, I'm like, how are people just relaxed? Because first of all, incompetent, you wouldn't fly as one who should get it, because you have no regard to where the barrel is pointed. So this rule is very important. You are responsible for where that bullet goes. So how it's fired, where it goes. So you are responsible for where it goes. So now if it's going directly into a crowd, trouble. So right there, you're firing into a crowd. So that alone they can argue you intended. You put up this again. It says negligent discharge of a firearm, separate incident. So there was another incident that they are now bringing up here. Robbery with aggravated circumstance, using a firearm. Okay. Robbery with aggravated circumstance in so and so, it states the place. Malicious damage to property, bullet damage, a fan's car. A fan, bear in mind. God forbid they are not your fan. And malicious damage to property, we read that one. Theft or unlawful removal of third-party belongings, okay, belonging to the assault, and defeating the ends of justice for allegedly forging a victim's signature. Claiming they withdrew a case. That's crazy. That's crazy. In a country like South Africa, where there's always this thing of people who are in power abusing power and whatnot, and that's a charge on your rap sheet, you're in trouble. Countless times he got warned. Now, on this video, like I did state that, you know, there is something about guarding your gift that I wanted to talk about. Some people only get one chance. You see, he was asking for forgiveness, you know, give him a chance. Some people only get one. You've seen stories where, if you watched my video on the tavern thing, if the video is still on the channel, you will hear me mentioning this thing. Some people, this was literally their first time. They thought, you know what, just to go and just celebrate a little bit, I'm going to go to this one time. That one time was the only time. Now, you wouldn't stand before God and say, you know, I just decided to do it one time. Yeah, that one time. The wrong that you did once, that others might have been doing 20 trillion times, doesn't matter. You did it that once, the wrong is still noted. Yes. Now, when you have a rap sheet that continues to accumulate, it continues to expand. Some people only get one chance. There are people who preached, they stepped into error. No one wanted to hear anything from them ever again. Yeah. Some people only get one chance. You take that one chance as if it is your last. Life is very sensitive. You can't treat it anyhow. Some people only get one. There are people who were once at one point was a millionaire, had money, what. They made money and whoop, and before you knew it, bah, to the ground. And once they went, bah, never rose. Not even just a normal job at the butcher. Can't even get that job. Some people only get one chance. Some people use that one chance to flex their muscles, to see how far their muscles can go, how far they can stretch them, to prove that they are gangster. They want to prove that they're hardcore. Their heart is cold. They are strong. They'll show you. And in the process of doing that, what ends up happening is that one time you got to get him, it continuously kept doing things. There was that situation with the knife. If you saw that video, you would have thought, how? He didn't get arrested. Now there's defeating the ends of justice. That's crazy right there. Because now, forging a statement claiming that there was a case that was withdrawn. Because now you are not trying to defraud just people, or you're not trying to do wrong towards people. You are trying to do wrong towards the law. Now they will have another thing. Some people, you see people get away with things. You see people get away. That one time you decide to do that, one time you get caught. You treat your gift, you treat your place where God put you today as if it's the one time you get to do it. You treat it with the sensitivity it deserves. You are not God. You don't know what tomorrow is going to be like. You treat this one chance with the right attitude. Keep that in mind. It's Ricky. I'll see you on a later on episode. Other episodes that will be done in the beginning. He is promising. The lawyer is promising. He won't do anything bad. He's promising. And now they have to say things that are impossible. Think about it. That's impossible. How is he going to keep him accountable? Now, even if I was the judge, I would be looking at him like, at this time we are just talking. At this point we are just talking just for the sake of talking. How are you going to make sure he doesn't do something wrong? He's been accumulating a rap sheet. How are you going to? And nowadays, they have a reputation. It looks good when they're telling all these stories on the podcast. Looks like you must be scared of him. Some people get one chance, and nothing else.